Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. Here's Embiid. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
Now here's Porzingis. Here's Bryant.
And there's never been any question about the value of Embiid's defense. And as one of his teammates, it's a great feeling to have that kind of defender beside you. Man, that's his shot. But maybe he was too wide open.
Going all the way to the rack. Finished off the break.
It all happened in an instant. Turning defense into offense. I love it.
And the speed of that transition score. From defense to offense, able to take advantage before they can get set.
And coach, a perennial all-defense performer, Jrue Holiday. Fearsome at that end of the floor in particular.
Yeah, Brian, he's as good a defensive guard as there is. Great size and strength at the point guard spot. You combine that with his IQ and his competitive will, he is a problem on a nightly basis.
Here's McGrady. Off target from outside. Now Tatum. Pass to Holiday. Back to Tatum. Here's Yao. And that one is hammered home. Woo!
B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Here's Nowitzki.
Come on, Tatum. Why you do that?
Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games.
That was not flagrant.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Back to Tatum. Clock at 4.
Too early.
And the 3 off target.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And George with the jam.
He's not going to take it easy when he gets to the bucket. George will hammer it home.
Outside Holiday. Rebound by Philadelphia. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse. I asked him about the star power that they're up against tonight, and he said, quote, "I'm not worried about the highlight reel plays. I'm worried about the relentless nature of that team over there. And the ringleader is Jrue Holiday. He plays every possession on both ends of the floor."
All right, appreciate it, Allie. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. Celtics trail by 3. Holiday with the ball. Drops in the layup for 2.
Well, Holiday is one of the strongest guards in the league. He can handle the contact.
Banked it in off the glass.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
It's Bryant with a drive. That one drops for him.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
To the inside. Yao. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
You have to be accurate there. Very little room for error passing on the interior.
Boston trailing. Outside Porzingis. No good on the three. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Maxey surveys. There's a screen. And Porzingis with the block.
Well, look, if you want to shoot over Porzingis, you got to create more space than that.
Drops in the three.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Here's McCain. And he throws it down with one hand.
Elevates and detonates the one-hand stuff.
Picture perfect. Outside, Brown. The three ball. Offensive rebound. Queta gets the bucket.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
Here's McCain. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one. The Celtics with the lead. And, Coach, you look at Derek White. Maybe not the biggest name, but he is a winning player.
Yeah, Brian, he's one of the most underrated players in the league. He's got a great feel for the game at both ends of the court. He is tremendously solid across the board.
Pass to Bryant. Fires from deep. Doesn't go in. 2 for 4 in this game.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Here's Nowitzki. Back to Oubre. 5 to shoot. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense on. Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Boston.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
Boston with the ball, following the score by Philadelphia. And he drops it in from the low post. Bryant's got 10 points in the game.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Here's Grimes. And he carries his first look.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
To the paint. And McCain pulls it down.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Oubre can't hit. Celtics lead by 3. Pass to Porzingis. Rebound by Philadelphia. Here's Grimes. Soft touch off the glass. Grimes has got his second basket on the night.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Celtics out in front.
20.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, it's simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
And Stan, the league questioning the use of load management. I know you've wondered if it can even hurt conditioning.
There's no question, Brian. Look, since the age of load management has come into the NBA, injuries are up, not down. I think players have been deconditioned, and that's even before you get into the need of guys playing together more to gain a rhythm and an on-court chemistry. You know, like actually playing basketball together.
A novel idea. Time now to hear. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Outside White. Pass to Pritchard. And here's Brown for three. Downtown, Jaylen Brown.
Well, this is what Brown was looking for. He just needed the ball, and then instantly his shot was up.
The offensive rebound. Boston
There never will be.
Here's Pritchard. Pass to Horford. Kick out to Brown. From the arc. Here's Horford. McGrady grabs a miss. Now Philadelphia with it. Here's Maxey. Gets it to go. His second make in 6 tries.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall too.
I'm not watching the chats. I'm playing the game.
His path when he's on his way to the rim.
And he sinks the second.
And when you talk about Jaylen Brown, you have to bring up his two-way ability. He's a pure scorer who can also guard the opposing best wing. There aren't a lot of guys like Brown in the league.
Pass to White. Brown looking around. They set the screen. Down low. Yao. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
Thank you. Thanks for the follow.
Yao's got 6.
Well, as his career has progressed, Brown's really improved his playmaking. Credit to him for putting in the work.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
He ain't saying nothing. You got to play him in the finals? I mean, you got to play him in the semifinals. Oh, okay.
Celtics substitution.
76ers trail by 5. It's stolen by Tatum. Here's Holiday. Finished off the break. Holiday's gotten his second bucket.
And don't forget, that steal from Tatum ignited the break. Much easier to score off a turnover.
Here's McGrady. 6 points for him.
Damn, you two look good shot.
He's got 9.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave
When he
him
plays,
alone at the arc.
And he's going to the line for 2.
But Steph plays better than his father.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Boston shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And both free throws good for Bryant.
Same way with Kobe's dad. Kobe played way better than his father.
Very good at the line.
To the middle. Tatum with a steal. Outside Porzingis. Outside Tatum. And there's the foul. It's on Joel Embiid. That's foul number 2 for him.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bryant. Embiid with a nice defensive effort.
Excellent coverage defensively. They can hit hard on it.
No stopping Joel Embiid. Wow.
Yeah, getting aggressive in the paint. Look at Joel putting his size to work.
Pass to Yao. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And Philadelphia making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
76ers trail by 4. Here's McCain. Here's McGrady. Covered by Bryant. And count it. Now 5 for 7. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Boston making a switch here. The Celtics on offense. And at home for the next game, it'll be New York pulling in to face them. And that's a one-game homestand for the club. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Here's Oubre. Here's Grimes. And Porzingis with the block.
Great play by Porzingis. Love seeing the zinger engaged on D.
Here's McGrady. 3 on the clock. Can't tie it up. That one misses.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the
wrong
next
button. Damn.
And now the Sixers on the break. Here's McCain. And a
good shot.
He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for the 76ers?
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
Yeah, I also like how they've immediately gotten out in transition. They came to run, and we'll see if they can keep it up. I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
They had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going. And then Bryant with the dunk.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Takes it inside. McCain's shot is off. Boston trailing. And he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Oh, shit.
Seconds left in the first half. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
Oh, shit. Away. Shots blocked. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball.
Sixers ball. Checking in for the Celtics. Yao Ming.
There's 45 seconds
Why
left
he
to play in the
foul?
second quarter. And so they foul intentionally.
Celtics foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
McCain's shot is off.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Oh, get the ball, get the ball.
Here's Yao. He has 6. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. Close game here in Philadelphia. 6 to shoot. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Bryant. Puts up a 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. Here's McGrady. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that going to get them going.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
It's all tied in Philadelphia. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
The Celtics, 39.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Yao. Joel Embiid pulls it down.
That's cool. So he didn't even have to foul. You just gonna miss it anyway.
And there's a bevy of young talent in the NBA right now. Who are you most
I don't know why he fouled him. I had my hands up.
Well, what I'm really excited about, Brian, is to see which of these young talents becomes true stars, transformative guys. Certainly Chet Holmgren and Wembanyama have already had this great rivalry. Scotty Barnes has become the next big point guard. We see Anthony Edwards, Paolo Banchero. There's a lot of guys that could be the guy, and it'll be fun to find out who actually develops into that player.
As the torch is passed, who's going to take the mantle? A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Too far.
Brian, the Sixers' two stars make a great pairing. Maxey said of Embiid, since I was a rookie, he's had the ultimate faith and believed in me. And Embiid said of Maxey, he's something else. Always smiling with the same energy. Good games, bad games, always the same. People like that set the tone for everybody else. Brian?
That's a good call, Allie. Thank you.
You really can't understate the energy Maxey brings to his game. Not just effort level, but his attitude and how that spreads to his guys out there.
A hard-fought matchup. 7 lead changes thus far.
These teams have been sparring from the get-go, neither able to land the knockout blow.
Here's Bryant. Count it. That's his 7th basket of the game in 14 tries.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Make some noise once again for your 76ers youth dance team.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's McGrady. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis.
Sixers ball.
Outside Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Shot clock at 6. And here's Embiid. Oh, the teardrop falls in. Embiid's got 8.
And that's what makes Embiid special. So nimble for a 7-footer with great skills off the bounce. Well, that was was clearly a foul.
And this will be a second trip to the free throw line.
At the line for the Celtics,
Holiday hits them both.
The first thing that comes up when you think of
that's BX and Kel that do that all the time.
He's probably the best perimeter defender of his generation.
Jay Steele to it do.
Multiple positions and gives full effort every night.
Tipped. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia.
He's standing next to his man. He guarding Embiid like he's supposed to.
For three.
Ah, shit. Good shot.
He drops it from range. Give him 8 points now.
I didn't mean to back off. Damn it.
The range of Maxey is pretty impressive. He is consistent from beyond the arc.
You lucky you fouled. You lucky you fouled. Tatum was open. He was open.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Porzingis.
What the fuck?
Embiid knocks it loose.
Yeah, imposing his will. Embiid sending a message with that rejection.
You say he look like a cancer patient.
Here's McGrady. He's got 13.
Mm-mm.
By Porzingis.
No, sir. Nah, that was clean.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Pass to White. Three-pointer. The rebound by Maxey. So it's Philadelphia now. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. It'll be the second of 3 straight games on their home floor. Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, whoever did them, they didn't do them right.
Game's heating up a bit.
And Joe Mazzulla has called time
Sam Cassell's always been on here.
Right now, he must be looking at some adjustments.
No, but Sam Cassell's always.
And it's Tatum with the ball for the Boston Celtics. Tatum like a freight train coming. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Tyrese Maxey.
Well, Tatum is a savvy player. He knows his drive is going to attract physical defense.
And so Tatum nails both of them. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
These are his first free throws of the game.
At the line for Philadelphia,
Then he drops the first. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players could learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And we all know about Stan the analyst and Stan the coach. But when you played in college, what was your game like, Stan?
Hey, Brian, I had the game that would get you beat as a coach. I will say my greatest strength was this. I was never once accused of overpassing.
The black hole. That is.
You thought he was going to go out of bounds, didn't you?
Here's Maxey. The shot.
Damn it. I couldn't get him over there in time.
Maxey's got 10.
Oh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
Outside Tatum. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Pass to Embiid. Here's Grimes. And he banks in the layup. Now it's a 3-point 76ers lead. Outside Tatum. Hey, strong move, Tatum.
And guys, it's no easy task defending Tatum inside. You can body him up, bump him, he'll still find a way.
Pass to George. They swipe it.
That was that was whatchamacallit saying that
Tatum with the three. That won't go either.
Kaiser saying that was Kaiser saying that.
Some room here for George.
Shit.
Again, it's Philadelphia.
Good
nice
shot.
Touch from the veteran wingman. George just understands when he should look to score.
Outside, Brown. Hey, expanding his range. The rebound by Embiid. Philadelphia leading by 3. Here's Maxey. Yes, and it's Embiid.
It don't matter. You made the shot.
12 points for him.
And capable of sticking it from the mid-range. I like seeing Maxey go to work from this area.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. So it's Boston now, trailing by 5. Pass to Pritchard from outside the arc. Rebound by Philadelphia. Here's Grimes. Three-pointer. Doesn't go for him. Inside. Here's Horford. And Grimes pulls it down.
Oh my goodness, man.
Well, you got to be able to finish stronger than that, but credit the defense for doing just enough to throw him off.
Pass to Keita.
I think you do.
The kick out to White. No luck on that one. Got a piece of it. White with a steal. And that one drops for him. White's got his second bucket of the night.
I like that from White. Attacking the heart of that defense.
Oubre on the wing.
How would they make him be? They made me get caught up in an animation.
Oubre's got his first points of the game.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. Both teams putting up some points. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Philadelphia leading by 5. Pass to Nowitzki. Right side, Oubre. The shot from the low post is good.
Shit.
Boston with the ball. Knocks it loose. Outside, Brown. Tatum from long range. Rebound by the 76ers.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical. Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Nowitzki. Drummond with the ball. Now guarded by White. Here's Nowitzki. That one's in there. Drummond with the assist. And the 76ers lead by 9. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats. How the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Yeah, another thing they did well, running the floor. They've kept the pace high and pulled away with their transition offense.
Here's McGrady. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to McCain. To the inside. McGrady. Good.
Unbelievable.
This is what he gives you night in and night out. Stellar production at the offensive end.
It's stolen by Oubre. Driving in. And that one is stuffed right through. Wow.
the finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a
Shut up, Buck.
And the shot's good. And now it's a 12-point Philadelphia lead.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from being close.
Holiday from long range.
Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
It's stolen by Holiday. To the middle. Outside Tatum. Here's Brown. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Tricky move by Brown inside, making sure he gets the whistle and completes his motion.
Second free throw, no good.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's George. And that one's good. Nice job on the glass as they picked up two on the second effort.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Outside, Brown. They need this. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Sixers lead by 14. Brown with the block.
Great positioning and timing by Brown, using his athleticism to come away with the rejection.
It wasn't necessarily a steal, it was just a rip.
Timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. From the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Celtics trail by 14. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Here's McGrady.
Kobe and Yao Ming.
Pass to George. Outside Maxey. From deep. Stolen by Bryant.
I do got him to score.
Have an intentional foul. I'm not sure
I do
why.
score with Yao Ming. I have that.
Not sure what got into him.
And the 76ers making a change here. Outside White. Porzingis for three. Oh, the deep ball from Porzingis.
Well, the thing is, you got to be very careful.
Why do they make me play full quarter? I did not ask for full court press, and they make me play.
That's his third personal foul.
That free throw, no good. One of the biggest challenges for coaches these days,
I
Stan,
missed
is
both of
roster
them.
turnover. How do you deal with the player
Damn it.
movement?
Well, look, Brian, it's to be expected, first of all. And second of all, you just, every year starts new. You start from square one every year, and you build it. And if you make an in-season deal, you start over again from square one and build it up.
And that one's good. Bryant.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Kicks it to George.
Shit.
Pass to Grimes. Off the mark there with a three.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Oh, nice shot by Bryant. The Sixers lead by 6. And here is Maxey. Covered by Bryant. Outside Maxey.
He's been killing me going to the paint.
Launches it. Now with a rebound. And it's the Celtics ball. They're on a 9-1 run. And they pick up 2. Now just a 4-point Philadelphia lead.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Here's Grimes. The 3 is up. Now with a rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. And now it's just a 2-point Philadelphia lead.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that.
Shit.
What a clutch shot.
And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Both teams deciding to
Come on, y'all. Why did you foul?
So it'll be 2 free throws.
Damn.
He was fouled in the act
He had
of
to do
shooting.
shit.
You're not going to find
The ball. He got the ball and his arm. He'd have to do both.
after it at both ends every night.
He's off on the free throw. Unable to get the second one to drop. Pass to Tatum. Oh, they get a hand on it. Out of bounds.
I see your ball. Shut your ass up.
The Sixers lead by 3. George outside. Here's McCain. Now here's George. Pass to Nowitzki. Pocket 6.
Oh, shit.
And the foul called on Kristaps Porzingis.
Damn.
That's his 3rd foul so far.
We run this shit back. This is bullshit.
The line for 2. So he gets them both. And it's a 5-point game.
Great work at the line under pressure. They're that much closer to putting this game away.
Outside Tatum. Pass to Yao. Outside Holiday. Intercepted. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
I was trying to get the ball to him, Sleepy.
He hits the first one. And that increases the lead to 6. And so he drops them both. And it's a 7-point game.
Taking care of business at the line, and he adds some cushion to their lead.
Outside Tatum. He connects! And now they trail by just 4.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the 4th, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the 3-point shot, but when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
Timeout called the 76ers. They're leading by 4. 23 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
I ain't worried about you. You're going to knock those down.
At this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
Second one is good.
It don't matter. You're on the roll now, so.
And it's a 6-point ball game. Now a timeout.
I messed up with that bad pass.
They're trailing by 6. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
They need to answer fast.
Yeah, and if they
Too
can
early.
get a decent look from 3, that's the shot.
I'll get you on the next one, though.
Not a lot of time to work with.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's an 8-point ball game. Boston calls timeout. They trail by 8. All right, guys, what's your take?
They just haven't put it all together tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
The rebound by Nowitzki.
He didn't have his feet planted.
That's his 2nd personal foul.
So the first one drops, and that'll put him up by 9. He's perfect from the line this time.
Huge moment. He steps up and sinks the final
What
dagger.
the hell?
Takes a 3. The shot off that time.
76ers foul. Dirk Nowitzki. That's his 2nd personal foul. 3rd team foul. Substitution for your 76ers.
So no
Good game.
problem for Philadelphia
Damn.
as they get the win.
horrible shooting.